No, is that we seem to be apologizing for our own behavior here, and I think this Congresswoman Lee, when she made this statement earlier this week, really got my goat. In case you missed it, here she is.
In listening to your testimony, I felt ashamed. And I asked my colleagues, are you talking about America? Is this America?
What does that mean? I'm ashamed of the Congresswoman. I mean, the fact of the matter is, Charles Payne, this woman is bemoaning a country that is going to fork over food and housing, enroll tens of thousands of kids in schools with still no way of paying for it, thrust all this onto unsuspecting communities, and she's ashamed of that? I'm ashamed that she's in Congress.
Well, I'm ashamed too, but I'm ashamed that she's not alone, that, that this is a sort of groupthink that it's all part of the overriding message. There's been a message sent out to Central America and Mexico that get here and we've got your back. And it's come from the White House and it's come from Congress people and people that have been elected that more or less are saying, come here.
That's what they should be ashamed about. That's what they should be ashamed about, not what we're doing for all these tens of thousands.
Also, a lack of economic understanding. I mean, poor people need jobs. Why be flooding the labor market with poor people?
You have to understand, guys, and I know this is slightly out of context, but then Stein, what she was apologizing for was the treatment of these kids when they arrived here. We are assimilating into society as quickly as any other I know of on earth, tens of thousands throughout the country, so that they can be well fed, well clothed, and soon enrolled in public schools. That's nothing to be ashamed about.
No, she is a famous chronic complainer about America altogether. But I would say we are the most generous country in the world about almost everything, including immigrants. And as to my friend Mr. Gasparino's point, we do need a great deal of unskilled labor, especially in agriculture, and we are able to absorb an awful lot more of it than has come across so far. We would have basically no agricultural sector without it. But wait a second, that being said, there has to be a legal way to do it. We cannot be a nation without secure borders. We're not a country without secure borders.
We sit here and talk economics about wage growth, the fact that the rich are getting richer, the poor is getting poorer. There's never been a time when you increase the supply of labor that the cost of labor doesn't go down and you don't have to pay higher wages. I don't understand that.
I want to chime in on that,
I'm worried about poor people. There is a debate in this country, legitimate, about how poor people's wages are going down.
Right.
You increase the amount of poor people to take those jobs, wages will keep going down.
I'm going to answer your question or the statement.
Well, they're not going down, but they're stabilized.
And here's the reason.
That's not good.
Here's the reason why we can absorb all of these people is that we are paying so many people not to work in this country. We're paying American people born in this country to go down and get the latest program where they don't have to work. So that when we talked about the toughest immigration law in Alabama, all of a sudden the next day, no business in Alabama could run. No one was at the catfish farm. No one was at the farm because we are paying able-bodied Americans not to work.
No, we're